Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga Universe from Grind TV, where we practice yoga from all over the universe. Today I'm going to show all of you runners and hikers out there postures to support the strength, flexibility of your hamstrings, hip flexors, and your hips. So let's get started. Let's start in tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, spread your fingers nice and wide, anchor the tops of your feet down. As you breathe in, dip your belly, tug your heart forward, so you're really creating this arch in your low back, sending your chest toward the front, and then round and hollow, really exaggerate, connect to your core here. Your low back is awakening, the hip flexors, breathing in, dip your belly, heart tugs forward, and the tops of your feet, your heels point upwards towards the sky, so even your ankles get a nice stretch after all that flexion of pressing down and really working the ankles and the Achilles. Find your neutral spine and then curl the toes now so your toes get a nice stretch and all the fascia in your feet. Send your hips way over to one side, way over to the other. If it feels good to hug out one side, you can totally do that. All right, and then step your right foot forward for a half split. Stack your knee and your hip so they're in one line and allow your heart to tug forward. So if you have any blocks or props, you can use them here. Even a can of soup works out well. Stacking shoulders over wrists, so aligning your joints, letting your joints and your bone structure do most of the work, so you're really not actively engaging in your muscles. Fan your toes wide, tip your heart forward, and then tug this right hip back, so awakening all three of your hamstrings. Then your left palm roots down and your right arm can extend upward toward the sky. Again, keep the left toes rooted down, heel lifted upward. Now extend through the arms and turn your right toes now to face outward toward the right. Continue to tug the right hip back, really feeling it right atop of the hip flexor, the IT band now, all the way down almost through your ankle. As you exhale, release, crawl forward to runner's lunge, so both palms come to the inside, toeing your front foot up and across. Now the front knee can hug close toward the shoulder. You can let the knee drape out nice and wide. Hips dip downward toward the earth, and then now you can keep your back heel tugging inward. So without letting the hips completely drop or kind of sag, make it a little more active. Again, you can use blocks or props, sending the forearms down. Now your back knee is bent, and now energize it forward like you're slicing your mat right down the middle, and the front right leg is tugging back. This is a whole lot of stretch in your low back and your upper glutes. Really good, and get really tight when we, again, do all that flexion and that running and hiking. Now go ahead and toe your front foot up and over to the left side for your half pigeon, extending the back leg long, making sure the back toes are in line. If this is tight in your knee or hip, you can wedge a block underneath, giving you a little bit more support. And you can also go to your back. I'll show you there in just a moment, but if you're here, you can stay up on the palms or come on down to your elbows or your forearms. And then even here, making it active so that your front hip tugs back, your back thigh rolls forward. And working those ujjayi breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. For that variation on your back, you can come on down, crossing your ankle up and over, and then pulling the knee inward, relaxing your right tricep and elbow forward to invite the knee forward. All right, once you've done that side, we'll move on to the next from tabletop. Step your left foot forward. Again, you can use the blocks or props, back toes are curled under. Lengthen heart forward. And then right palm comes down, left arm up. Fan your fingers wide, flex the front toes, and then steer the toes out left again. Again, back heel is lengthening towards the sky, and now you're tugging this whole line, IT, from the top of your hip, the glutes all the way down. And then release, crawl forward into runner's lunge. Toeing the front foot up and across. And again, making it a little more active. So this time the back knee bends and you're tugging the front knee, energizing it forward, tracking the knee forward, and this front hip is tracking back. Again, you can lower down to elbows or forearms. This is really great for the hip flexor, the front line of the right hip, and then again, getting back into that left hip, the glutes. And then after some breaths there, toe heel the front foot up and across, and moving on to your half pigeon. Making sure the toes aren't cyclicking in, lifting through your chest. Again, you can wedge the block if you need to, staying up or coming on down. But staying more active here, so it's not completely passive. You're sliding the front shin back and the back thigh forward. Even the forearms can track down so your heart tugs forward. And after some breaths there, you can rise and you can come on out. I love to use some essential oils for tight muscles like peppermint and even wintergreen. So even on your low back or your hips are really, really great to release again the fascia and to get all the maximum benefits of the plants that can stimulate just blood flow and oxygen for any of those sore muscles, tight muscles, and even injured muscles. So thanks you guys so much for watching and joining us on Yoga Universe presented by Grind TV. Join us every Tuesday at 9 a.m. on Facebook Live for a 30-minute flow, and check out grindtv.com for more sport-specific yoga tips. See you next week. Thanks.